And we're also going to have Anna SEFEROVIC. I don't know, it's, the itch. It's the hard one for us Americans. But she's fantastic. I've read with her a couple times. She always gives an amazing performance. The sound.
The border was an obsessive idea. Parents trashing maps in the air, drawing new imaginary borders. Drunk, discontinued, unusable parents. Foraging through wild pop-up flea markets, the long line of distorted cardboard boxes stretching for miles, on which people were selling toilet paper, powdered milk, canned fish, prescription drugs without prescription, family jewels, old fur coats smelling of lavender and sour cabbage rolls. Object invasion, objects that are reproducing, flooding, attacking, and devouring time and meaning, like a small child amazed by its surroundings, like a small child that knows every leaf shape and every ant trail in their gardens. That is how she was aware of streets and faces. Here they are, the divine creatures. How beautiful she looks, and that dress of hers, and that boy of hers. His parents work abroad, he lives alone. They send money, he sniffs glue. I saw 7 of me with 7 keys for 7 doors to 7 hells or 7 heavens. She was 15, and it was completely obvious to her, unresolvably boring and totally unbearable, that movement of organic processes. She hates her new breasts, her belly, her heavy arms, the stretch marks, hers the widest tights in the world. The large mahogany wardrobe in her parents' bedroom handles the metal eyes that are watching her, nightmares in sweaty children's heads. There's always somebody who has seen everything. She opens the doors and dives into her mother's clothes, little girl sniffing her absent mother's clothes, soft. Now she takes out 2 for 1 box of chocolate cookies that somebody sent from somewhere, sits on the floor and eats. 1 by 1, does not chew. Faster she swallows, thinks and forgets and thinks, touching her thighs, their each mouthful. Consequence should be ignored. Wrappers hiding in her pockets. All evidence should be destroyed. Breathing and swallowing, calming pain of this gourd spreading, penetration of organic matter into organic matter. She hates the body. One day it will be perfect, just perfect. Closes the wardrobe, throws up in the toilet. All would be better without sound. Switch it off. The autumn was hot. The concrete was heating up. Her despised thighs were sticking to the plastic seats in buses. The sound of her skin flopping, the sound of her skin peeling off the plastic seats. The city was a metal bucket over my head. Ding dong. The moon was a rounded scarab with golden vibrating wings. The moon was a golden pebble that I swallow with the same dedication as I devour the chocolate from my mother's wardrobe. Songs about carelessness and freedom. Out, out, out we will go. Everything was just one big now in which objects were piling up, decadence and excess at the end of the century, 20 years later, fashion magazines will conclude. And people are piling up, who were objects to and exploding in this meaty firework. Dusty shoulder pads, diffused way of walking, often in the middle of the road. Half-empty plastic bags in their hands, fluttering in the wind. Printed with big letters. I, brackets, heart, my country. Nobody's beasties, unpleasantly imposing intimacy with their supple and suspicious eyes. I wouldn't be surprised if they change into people during the full moon. Not werewolves, but vermin. Boys, men, walking with their legs wide apart, freshly shaven heads. Girls, women, pressed into plastic clothes. The moment you queen stand under those lights, hair dyed into rusted iron, lips bright red. The old one, with scars all over her bare back, is laughing loudly with two soldiers while laughing in between their soldiers. Hey, I'm not afraid of pigs, no fear of cock's boys. Eyelashes coated in a thick layer of sticky mascara, the trembling tarantula limbs. The daylight comes and we don't want to go home. There is something in the firmness of all of their bodies that says, we have nothing but this body. And this body is a diamond, pleasure of the shining. You shine content. And no, it's not easy to be this body, the crystal lattice, tension.
Ceiling fans do not smooth this heat. Greenhouse, fleur tropicale, finit l'aventure à travers le monde. On the veranda, a painter touched-up paintings. Heavy traffic of taxis and buses playing boleros. Bananas. Climbing the stairs of minuscule salsotecas. Ai que me gusta mucho how Latins move, with tight trousers at the Zona Rosa. A la ordem. A doll for my daughter, a sombrero for my daddy. Secu de camarones e Club Verde. I sunbath in a white bikini amongst German tourists. I wake up from a dream with iguanas and fire. Asiatic Schiffer, desire to write amongst red lanterns, chop suey and sweet and sour sauce. Golden metal plates, fancy wine, a waitress with an afro hairstyle, Chinese food and Bruce Lee, the Year of the Dragon. Enough dramas. Listen to Alex from Tokyo wandering down the Malecon. Deep inside, articles for ladies and medicinal herbs, crafts. Wake from the topo. Take a shower in the scarce water at the hotel behind the blue curtain with dolphins and yellowfish. The poem about São Paulo. It was Alice exploding buttons of clouds, squatted with her hands over her ears, a rabbit with strapped pajamas, the tick-tock of the pocket watch turning in the past inside the armor. The time has come. Inept dummies with cloth masks. Don't run, fight. Language splits, violent fun shake their chains in the air in fury. Sex life of the savages, Yatancana Brava and the guns of São Paulo. There will be no amateur left. Far ahead, destination wanderlust. They lend you applause. The airplanes, propellers, hum a lullaby.
Yes. Here. Thank you. in the opposite direction and down through unclear tunnels, down through velvet layers, all the way to the clean, crisp sheets in your mother's house, to the rattling of the coffee cups that you hear in your shallow sleep, and to the radio that announces the news as if the world exists. This city is your mother, and her interesting, faraway island energy is my mother and my interest in her old photos. It is me, parasite. This city is a persistent desire for another city. A city is a persistent desire for another city. This city is everywhere, its borders fading into endless now. Salty mist from the sea followed the train all through the mountains and plains, coating the passing landscape in a rustling foil, and every little house on the other side of the window held promise of a happy end. Women on the balustrades project into the streets, down to sailors, sticky sweets, con tourists, red of face, scent of spices of the open sea, the perfect dream of an exotic harbor. Fear sharpens the beauty of the night. You look sharp, baby, tonight. Numb heart exploded in the noisy cloud of dust. We are here to remain in love with everything that is not here, in love with absence. But the border is open now, so cross it. Why don't you just cross it? One day we will talk about that, sitting on the juiciest grass surrounded by pigeons and pelicans. We will eat hot dogs in perfectly rounded skirts, completed and timeless. She told a lie to a taxi driver that she was on a business trip, something to do with old languages. The same thing she told to a homeless charmer that looks good in photos, that looks good on widows' sofas. Kids dyed hair in dirty gold, smoking on the highway, doing stunts for stiff, engaged drivers. Your tactic was simple. I want to be a star. In the yellow glow that rises above the bridges, through the colonnade of people fishing and billboards announcing the design week, you are running to your hotel. It's nicely packed soaps and slippers, nicely folded newspapers. You're able to read. Alone on the train again, along the curving walls that took me by surprise, led me to the clear, to the sea, and desire for God, for order, that I pretend to just partly understand. I don't, not really, just this big water and oily bodies make me want. Her ex-lover, beheaded, came in with a tide. Over and over, that body was coming, limp, soft and stretched. His pain of denial made the long-necked palms bend over, pushing through the sticky flowers, through two public plains of the sunny afternoon, arms discarded like branches after a storm, heading to the bar where staring people have real jobs and strong hands.